Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm going to talk a little bit about a lot of different things. Hang in there, I'm going to move fast because I want to get it all covered for you in as quick of a time as possible. Today's Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 23. When we look back on June 9th, Wednesday, it was at 14. The 10th and the 11th was at 21. We got as high as 28 on Saturday, but now it's back down to 23. So I went to Crypto Panic, the aggregator. This is the #1 site that most Twitter users who post breaking news use. And looking at the last 12 to 18 hours, there are a lot of significant stories. Mainly, the market is struggling to maintain this $1.5 trillion total market cap because the market is moving sideways or a little bit down. There are some exceptions. Quant is doing very well with a 12% gain, and Matic is doing exceptionally well for this soft market with a 15% gain. And then we've got a story like Mike Novogratz, who's really moved to calling the Cardano ADA people a weird cult. That's just, I don't think I agree with this destructive talk at all. It's truly something I very much dislike. And then if we take a look at the story from CoinShares is Europe's largest asset investment firm. They have statistics that's showing a ton of money, yes, flowing into Ethereum, XRP, and ADA. So remember, I told you a couple weeks ago that I watch the inflows and outflows of Bitcoin. I think it is very strong indicator. It is really in line with the Wyckoff technical analysis. This is something that I did study. I paid for a study course in 2017. So this is the one part of Wyckoff that I do pay attention to. And we've had $141 million of Bitcoin flow out. That's the largest in a single 1 week period ever. So I think that is something we want to pay attention to. The other thing I'm really paying attention to is Algorand. Wow, I'll tell you, they're going to do a demo this next Tuesday, which I think everyone should probably tune in on, because in just 1 week, FLR announced that they are going to integrate with the network through a coming proposal. And then we have Michael Arrington, who just launched the Algo Fund. Brad Garlinghouse was seen in Miami with the Algo executive, and Algo shows up in the World Economic Forum document, as you see here. And yes, Cardano, Celo, XRP, Solana, and Stellar did also. I think some of the biggest news really in the last 24 hours is that Bitcoin is going to have its upgrade, the first one in years. It's a long-awaited upgrade. It's a soft fork. It's called Taproot, and it passed the speedy trial. And in a nutshell, simply, it means that 90% of the miners have reached consensus to send a signal that they are ready to support this upgrade. The Bitcoin upgrade can potentially improve security, privacy, and making it a bit more scalable, lowering the transaction fees too. So it's really months out before it'll happen, and we don't know exactly how it'll play out, but this is very, very significant news. And Cointelegraph, they're talking about DeFi and how DeFi is going to be a global revolution to the traditional space. I agree, especially when it comes to smart contracts. Right now, $60 billion in net value is currently locked up in the DeFi space. And according to John Deaton, you can see that he says, am I wrong in believing that FLR may turn out to be one of the biggest winners in the digital asset space? Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I can tell you that the DeFi space is going to dominate the globe. And with the integration of artificial intelligence, which is expected, I think it's going to push the velocity and purpose of this new dimension of cryptocurrency blockchain, etc. Yeah, it's quite possible FLR is going to really do it. And one of the products that's going to help it is this Towo Labs built Bifrost wallet. It's going to come in June or July. And the reason why I like this so much is that it's going to have a Spark token delegation for that token built right in. The browser for the app will also coordinate with the FLR finance. They are building on top of FLR networks. And it also will give access to the Eri stablecoin, which is from Trustline. That's a big deal. And also, it will allow you to manage NFTs from Gala Games. And, this is just kind of the beginning rollout features. So I am really excited to see them. They have said they will come on to the channel. We don't have a hard date yet because they want to wait till the beta is out. All right, so FLR Finance, yes, they have also a big announcement. They have partnered with XDC. This is XinFin pledging 5 million XDC to the APY cloud for staking. Wow, I just think it's so great. It's now very important to pay attention to what is being built on the FLR Networks platform if you want to maximize your opportunity to make money and go beyond hodling and just wondering every day, when moon? This is not 2019, everyone. This is really, really turning into an interesting space that requires participation to fully maximize your opportunities. And then from Ripple, we have a new article in the recent days. This is from, oh boy, I'm going to try, Swapnika Gumtaka. Sorry if I didn't say that right, but it is an article on how Ripple is moving towards building complex business models out of raw data. This is what I really like because the crypto market data is the newest crypto gold rush. And this is going to spill over into trading, speculation, developers, news, research, sentiment, and TA. Yeah, it's going to have real-time data with AI, which is going to give everyone the information needed to maneuver in this space with much more clarity. And it's not going to be such a well, it'll always be risky, right? But it's not going to be like you're walking in the dark trying to, find out where the door is. Yeah. So one of those sites that is really taking the raw data now and focusing on social network, the media side, is this Luna Crush. And they take the whole market in general and they'll look at the most influential, who gets the most engagement, who is posting the most, who has the most followers. And then you can actually break it down all the way to a project. Here we have XRP. I'm looking at the most influential, and you can see that according to this, Panos is number 1. Number 2 is Mac XRP. That's Mac Attack XRP. He's from the Netherlands. Yeah, I follow him. And also you can see number 3 is Credible Crypto. And look, in the 10th position is FLR Community. So the @community FLR. Yeah, I think that is just really great that particular Twitter source of information is getting ranked that high. And with all the data that is being processed, there will still be the personal touch needed from experts and professionals. Yeah, still, as you saw today with attorney Moon Kitty, she has her YouTube channel and she gave an opinion on the SEC versus Ripple SIR reply. I like that personal side. And there's also going to be a need for research. And boy, one of the best researchers out there is Darren Moore. He is at Fame21 More on Twitter. Oh, he's good. He's really good. So it's he's able to take this research and then creatively something that's way beyond just raw numbers. Creatively create these videos that are so engaging. And I can tell you that this one is interesting that went out today. It's with Jack McDonald. He's the CEO of Polysign. And it's a company that he's going to explain in detail what they're doing. And David Schwartz and Arthur Brito are a part of this, and they're using, of course, a blockchain. I want you to listen to this portion to get an idea, because I know there was so much mystery behind what Polysign was doing before it officially launched. So just have a listen here.
By the name of Arthur Brito, who was one of the 3 co-founders of Ripple, who had left Ripple and wanted to start a company focused on helping digital assets realize their full potential by being securely held, freely traded, and instantly settled. And he's a real blockchain expert and wanted to build an infrastructure company leveraging his blockchain expertise. And so that's what we've done. We have a couple of products that we're in the process of rolling out. Our first product around custody will be announced on Tuesday of next week. It's a New York regulated trust company called Standard Custody and Trust that provides essentially custody and escrow services to the 10 largest cryptocurrencies by market cap. And then we have an asset vetting policy. So any asset that meets our criteria, we can service.
Digital assets will reach their full potential, securely held, freely traded, and securely settled with Polysign.
We're also building a separate blockchain-enabled product called Polynet, which is focusing on a broader transfer of wealth, and we're really focused there on bringing about instant atomic settlement between different counterparties who want to trade a very broad range of assets. They can be digitized or non-digitized, and we think there's just massive opportunities to help bring greater efficiency to both the buy and the sell side. I think one of the things that differentiates us in the custody space is that we're the only custodian out there with a native blockchain to its core, and we do that to add another layer of security to our offering. There's also a lot of benefits from a regulatory compliance standpoint because of the immutable nature of what a blockchain provides, and we're able to store every aspect of an asset transfer onto the ledger. And so we've gotten very good feedback from the regulators, from the market on that, and very excited to be launching that business.
So I think it's exciting because of a couple reasons, and this is what you want to pay attention to is the infrastructure that's being built on the backside for the institutional investors coming in. Here we have SBI. They are also going to provide institutional custody, and just this week they hired a CEO and a head of capital markets. They're going to have this division of their business in Singapore. It's going to be a full service prime brokerage solutions house, where they trade those large blocks for those investors that bring in just millions and millions, if not billions of dollars into the space. SBI is also going to do payments, and they're also going to do a digital exchange outside of Japan. So this is big because the crypto market, which is only 1.5 trillion today, yes, on May 12th, we did hit 2.5 trillion. There is a lot of money still sitting on the sidelines, but it's likely to go 5x by when? When do you think? I want to hear in the comment section. When do you think this market will go 5x? I think it's going to be very, very fast. Sticking with what Darren found, he also found something else this week, and it is it's an event. It's an event that's happening in Japan for Japan's trade finance organization, and there is a person who previously worked for Sumitomo for 16 years. Did so in France and in the UK. And if you remember, Sumitomo is using the digital asset XRP for remittances to Singapore, and they're doing it with the Metals Group. Now, Mr. Nakaya is highlighting Ripple technology. Yeah, let me just show you so you can see here. Trust me, you'll be able to see it. There it is. Is highlighting Ripple technology in his second day of the lecture. The lecture that he's going to give is in front of some very influential people in a membership that is closely related to the government here. And this is the finance members. And so Ripple's going to be highlighted as a key solution to be one of the parts of the ability to control your risk. Yeah, how about that? Mr. Nakayaka is speaking in front of many policymakers all the time. He's a representative of his legal firm, and he's involved in many events held by the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, a government entity of Japan. It's also known as METI. And so this is very, very interesting that Ripple is going to get this kind of audience. He has written 4 books, by the way, Mr. Nakaya, and he has 2 of those that he wrote just in 2020. And the fact, again, that XRP Ledger is part of the speaking agenda at his level, it's huge. All right, everybody, we are jumping to the fluff. I don't want to keep you long. And yes, when I did the last fluff that had the real dog that was used for the meme of the image that is for Dogecoin, who is alive and well in Japan. And I covered the fact that not only is that dog living, I think, the good life with a kindergarten teacher and 3 other cats, but also should be even having a better life since the NFT sold for $4 million. And then in the comments, because that particular fluff received a lot of comments, someone did tell me that the station master cat in Kyushu passed away. And yeah, that was unfortunate. This is nya, and nya is the Japanese sound for meow meow. No, Americans say meow, and in Japan they say nya. Well, this is nya-chan, and nya-chan passed away. It is true. But talking still about pets, the Tamagotchi, do you remember? 25 years ago. I can't believe it's that long. 25 years ago, the Bandai Corporation in Japan launched the little pocket pet that you used to have to take care of. You used to wake up and feed it and do all those things. Tamagotchi. Well, they have a brand new Tamagotchi that's going to launch on June 17th. It is. Yeah. It's a mystery as to really what's involved. I think I read somewhere that it has a camera. So I don't know. I just don't know. They're very secretive about it. Some people are saying that it might be part of an application on your phone that you download. I really don't know. We have to just see. But there's a website that you can go, and of course they want you to click on this. I don't know. Good boy. Gal dinosaur, borderless shell. These are supposed to be clues that you are taking away to get an idea as to what's to come. SNS little bird. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm excited to see on June 17th what the new Tamagotchi has in store. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.